20 ability points. Watching from his hiding spot, Zhou Mingyang is utterly dumbfounded. Sweating and wide-eyed, he can't believe what he just witnessed. He mutters to himself that there's no way one person could have taken care of the entire pack, wondering what kind of monster Xu Jingming truly is. Xu Jingming, on the other hand, is ecstatic. He marvels at the huge harvest of ability points he earned from the Tiger Pack. He excitedly wonders how many points he can accumulate before the 12-hour exam is over. Knowing that more points mean more power, he decides to hurry and find the next group of beasts to hunt. Before he can leave, Zhou Mingyang runs out from his hiding spot, demanding to know how Xu Jingming managed to crush the tigers with just a long spear. He asks if his ability is a reinforcement type, which would explain his incredible physical prowess. Without stopping, Xu Jingming simply leaps away, calling back that he is a lightning type. Zhou Mingyang is left fuming, not believing the answer. He clenches his fist in frustration, thinking Xu Jingming is being dismissive. A moment later, he realizes that with so many new kills, Xu Jingming's score is likely to catch up to his. He quickly checks the leaderboard on his smartwatch. To his absolute horror, he sees that Xu Jingming has not just caught up, but completely surpassed him. The leaderboard now shows Xu Jingming in first place with 1,122 points, while he has been pushed down to second with 985. The realization leaves him screaming in frustration. Back in the audience stands, the officials are erupting with excitement. Director Zhang Wenshan stands up and declares that Xu Jingming's high-level spearmanship confirms he is a genuine genius. He claps a beaming Principal Zhao Yao on the shoulder, announcing that with Xu Jingming representing them, Zhang Cheng can definitely get into the provincial top 100. He promises a commendation for the second high school after the exam, much to the principal's tearful delight. Principal Zhao Yao is overcome with emotion, thinking what a huge surprise Xu Jingming has been, finally giving his school its day to shine. 3 hours later, in the core zone, Zhou Mingyang walks through the streets, looking utterly confused. He wonders aloud where all the fierce beasts have gone. A voice from behind him suggests that he'll have to ask the #1 ranked student. He turns to see his cousin Tang Qi, along with other top-ranked students Wu Hao and Meng Di. Tang Qi points to the empty streets, explaining that Xu Jingming has already killed all the beasts. She says that because they couldn't find any beasts to fight, they had to team up. Zhou Mingyang is left stunned, finding it impossible to believe one person could have cleared out the entire core zone. Tang Qi tells Zhou Mingyang that she can tell he hasn't been a ranked ability user for very long. To prove her point, she tells him to look at her cousin's current score. She activates her smartwatch, and the leaderboard appears. Zhou Mingyang's eyes go wide in disbelief as he sees the astronomical number next to Xu Jingming's name. 35 points, more than triple his own score. He can only stammer in shock. Tang Qi calmly explains the math. Subtracting the roughly 700 points Xu Jingming got in the central zone, he still earned over 2,500 points, meaning he must have single-handedly killed almost 200 fierce beasts in the core zone alone. A bead of sweat rolls down Zhou Mingyang's face as he realizes the truth. It wasn't that Xu Jingming was afraid of someone stealing his kills. He had planned to monopolize the entire core zone from the beginning. Wu Hao explains their current situation. With only a few hours left, the remaining top students have formed a team. Their plan is to brave the innermost core zone, a place they know is filled with upper-rank beasts and even a second-order beast king. He acknowledges that going in alone would be a death wish. Meng Di then formally invites Zhou Mingyang to join their team. With no other option, he agrees, shouting, "Count me in." The scene shifts to a quiet, moonlit rooftop. Xu Jingming sits alone atop a massive pile of slain beast corpses, his spear planted beside him. His supplies are completely exhausted, and he knows the exam is nearing its end. But his hunt for power is not over. He decides he must go deeper to get more ability points. Knowing the innermost core zone holds second-order fierce beasts, he resolves to strengthen his power one last time. He pulls up his system panel, revealing he has accumulated a staggering 2413 ability points. With a mischievous grin, he decides to put his points into an upgrade. After channeling the new power, he stands over the corpse of a massive bear-like creature, letting out a breath of relief. He feels confident that with this final boost, he should be able to handle this year's combat exam finale. As the other top students sprint towards the final area, their final sprint begins. Deep within the innermost zone, a terrifying new beast emerges from the ruins. A massive, white-furred, wolf-like creature with glowing red eyes and dangerous red crystals on its back. As the final challenge appears, Xu Jingming arrives on the scene, calm and ready. He holds his spear, a confident look on his face as he wonders what kind of second-order fierce beast the exam has arranged for him this year. Just as Xu Jingming arrives for the final challenge, the team of top-ranked students also reaches the innermost core zone. They immediately identify the massive, crystal-backed creature as a bloodthirsty savage bear. The beast shows its incredible power by smashing a wrecked car with a single swipe of its paw. The sight fills the team with dread. Zhou Mingyang exclaims that they are in big trouble. Mengdi explains that this rare beast has a hide as tough as E-grade alloy, which even missiles can't pierce. She adds with terror that a single strike from its paw could kill them all instantly. Seeing the overwhelming odds, Tang Qi suggests they abandon the mission. Their situation is even more dire than they thought. They realize the compound is guarded not just by the Beast King, but also by a large pack of high-rank first-level beasts. One of them grimly states that if they enter, they will likely be wiped out by the horde before the savage bear even moves. Faced with the impossible challenge, a team member immediately quits, saying there's no point in getting a high score if you die. Zhou Mingyang tries to stop him, angrily questioning the point of being handsome if he's just going to rush into a horde of beasts to die. The team's morale has completely shattered. Suddenly, Mengdi points towards the compound, shouting for the others to look. They see a lone figure entering the deadly area. Tang Qi's eyes widen as she recognizes him. It's Xu Jingming, fearlessly walking into the heart of the beast horde. As he gracefully leaps into the compound, the others watch in disbelief. Zhou Mingyang complains about the difficult test, while another student panics, crying out that Xu Jingming's entrance has startled the entire horde, which now turns its attention to him. Enraged by the intrusion, the entire horde of fierce beasts charges at him. Xu Jingming stands his ground in the center of the street, and in an instant, he is completely engulfed by the snarling creatures. Watching from the rooftop, the other students are horrified. Tang Qi worries for her cousin, but Wu Hao remarks that he was too reckless. Tang Qi declares she has to go help him. Meng Di grabs her arm, trying to stop her, and Wu Hao calls her crazy, saying it's a pointless death. Tang Qi desperately insists that Jingming is her cousin, and she can't just watch him die. Before she can act, a massive explosion of purple and blue lightning erupts from the center of the beast horde. The raw power creates a blinding flash, forcing the students on the roof to shield their eyes. Zhou Mingyang stares, wondering aloud if this is the lightning superpower Xu Jingming mentioned earlier. The lightning dissipates, revealing a scene of utter carnage. The entire horde of first-level beasts has been wiped out, their charred bodies scattered around a lone, unharmed figure. Xu Jingming stands in the devastation, purple lightning crackling around him. He acknowledges that his physical strength alone wasn't enough, so he had to use his superpower. A confident smile plays on his lips as he feels the immense power of his S-grade ability. Having cleared the lesser threats, he turns his attention to the final challenge, the bloodthirsty savage bear, standing over the corpses of its minions. The massive beast lets out a deafening roar. Xu Jingming remains calm, analyzing his opponent. He notes the savage bear is massive and likely not agile, concluding that with his powerful thunder ability, it should be manageable. He then notices the beast is not alone. It has several smaller but still dangerous minions. Realizing these creatures might be an annoyance, he decides there's only one thing to do. With a look of fierce determination, his eyes glowing, he declares that he will clear the area first. He bursts into motion, his body enhanced by his S-grade lightning ability, moving with blinding speed as he blitzes through the remaining beasts. He effortlessly dispatches a high-rank Shadow Cat, his smartwatch confirming the kill and awarding him 13 points. With a confident grin, he marvels at the enhancement his superpower provides to his physique, but acknowledges he can't maintain the dangerous state for long. Knowing it's enough to clear the minions, he cuts down the last of the lesser beasts with a powerful sweep of his spear, earning another 15 points for a high-rank unicorn rhino. With the area cleared, the final confrontation begins. The savage bear roars in fury, slamming its massive paws into the ground and creating a shockwave that shatters the pavement. The beast charges, shaking the ground. Xu Jingming, wreathed in his lightning aura, meets the charge head-on. With a powerful leap, he dodges the charge and swings his spear in a devastating arc, shattering one of the large red crystals on the beast's back. The battle continues in a blur, with Xu Jingming expertly dodging the bear's attacks and landing precise strikes, shattering more crystals and wounding the beast. His smartwatch continuously updates with points as he dismantles the Beast King's defenses. The savage bear roars, enraged as it watches its minions fall. Xu Jingming, wreathed in lightning, taunts the beast, asking if it's getting angry. He promises to deal with it after taking care of the last minion. As he charges the final rhino, the Bear King watches with cunning intelligence. Just as Xu Jingming is about to strike, the Bear King moves with unexpected speed, smashing its own minion to bits to intercept him. Xu Jingming is surprised, realizing the beast anticipated his move. The Bear King claps its paws together, sacrificing its last minion to create a devastating shockwave that obliterates the ground and nearby cars. The final rhino is torn apart in the explosion. However, the attack fails to harm its target. Xu Jingming, surrounded by his lightning aura, gracefully flips through the air, landing safely and untouched by the explosion. With the battlefield cleared of lesser threats, only the two kings remain. Xu Jingming grins fiercely, his body crackling with power. He declares that with no minions left, it's time to see if the beast's armor-like hide can withstand the force of his thunder. With a powerful thrust, Xu Jingming plunges his lightning-covered spear into the bloodthirsty savage bear's head. The impact creates a huge explosion of purple energy that covers the drone following him, cutting its camera feed. The students on the rooftop are hit by the shockwave, shielding their faces from the blast. In the audience stands, the officials stare in stunned silence at the static-filled screen. Director Jiang Wenshan, shocked, turns to Principal Zhao Yao. He yells, asking if he calls the power they just saw an E-class ability and accusing him of kidding. Another official, also amazed, remarks that Xu Jingming could instantly kill a high-tier rank 1 beast and fight a rank 2 boss, a feat even an A-class user would struggle with. Principal Zhao Yao, sweating and at a loss, can only guess it might be a rare ability mutation. Regardless, Director Jiang Wenshan laughs and says that after today, the great Xia nation will be shaken by Xu Jingming's name. Back on the battlefield, the result of Xu Jingming's attack is clear. The bloodthirsty savage bear is wounded with a deep gash on its head, but it is not defeated. The beast roars and swats Xu Jingming with its paw, sending him flying. He is shocked his powerful attack only left a shallow wound. He lands hard on the ground, using his skills to recover. He quickly analyzes the situation. He realizes the savage bear's hide is resistant to blades and doesn't conduct electricity. He admits to himself that with his current strength, it will be hard to kill the beast in one shot. The enraged savage bear begins to gather dark energy around its body. Xu Jingming, sensing the immense power, can only look on in shock, saying, "What?" Dark energy gathers around the bloodthirsty savage bear as it powers up, rolling forward like a monstrous boulder. It smashes through everything, the ground seeming to buckle under its power. Xu Jingming leaps back onto debris as purple lightning crackles around him, readying himself. He is surprised the beast activated its berserk skill so quickly, recognizing the beast truly hates him. A note explains, berserk is a beast's counter skill, like a human combat technique. The enraged beast, now covered in dark energy, hunches over. It lets out a deafening roar, then charges with greater speed and ferocity. Xu Jingming is impressed, remarking on the astonishing strength of a beast in its berserk state. He knows, however, that the berserk state has a cost. The beast loses its intelligence, acting purely on instinct. He quickly forms a new strategy. He must avoid its attacks and use his superior agility to keep it at a distance. He puts his plan into action, dodging the beast's relentless attacks with incredible speed. He knows he must wait for the perfect chance to temporarily stop it. As the beast lunges, he channels lightning into his spear and thrusts it forward, unleashing a blast of energy that strikes the beast's side. The attack freezes the massive creature for a crucial second, its body shaking from the electric shock. This is the opening he needed. With the beast stunned, Xu Jingming's eyes glow as he prepares his ultimate attack. He raises his hand, gathering a massive amount of purple and blue energy. He calls on the full power of his S-rank ability, shouting, "Nine Heavens Divine Lightning, blast it!" A huge torrent of divine lightning comes down from the sky, slamming into the bloodthirsty savage bear. The beast is engulfed in the blast, its roars drowned out by the crackling energy. When the light fades, the massive beast lies motionless, smoke rising from its charred body. Xu Jingming stands over it, a confident smile on his face as purple lightning dances around his fingertips. He remarks that after half a minute of his purple divine lightning, even the thickest defense couldn't withstand it. However, the battle isn't over. The beast's eye snaps open, glowing with a furious red light. With a final, desperate roar, it lunges, its massive jaws open for a final bite. The electrical power surging through its body causes a temporary paralysis, freezing it just inches from its target. Seeing his chance, Xu Jingming calmly states, "It's time." He gathers all his remaining power into his spear, his eyes glowing. He channels his ultimate technique, saying the words, lightning, gale, break. He unleashes the attack, a massive sphere of lightning that slams into the paralyzed beast's open mouth. The